Most people start their mornings the same way. They hit a bunch of alarms, drag themselves out of bed, maybe grab a coffee, take a warm shower, get ready, and rush out the door. It works technically, but does not exactly set the tone for a productive day. I think the way you start your morning has a huge effect on the mindset you carry out for the rest of the day. So instead of just surviving the morning, I want to show you a routine that actually lets you take control of it. Now, before we even get into the routine itself, I think it is important to say this. Your morning routine actually starts the night before. A lot of influencers love preaching that waking up at 5 a.m. is a secret to success. But that means nothing if you're running on barely any sleep. Sleep is what gives your body real energy, and without it, the rest of the routine is just forcing your body through exhaustion. It is important to also be realistic. You need enough time in the morning to not feel rushed and still get to school or work on time. So, if this means cutting out parts of the routine in order to get enough sleep and move through your morning without stress, that is completely fine. The point is not to copy some perfect routine from the internet, yet the point is to build one that actually works for you. A huge theme in this whole routine is discipline. One of the first ways to build that is with your alarm. Ideally, setting one alarm teaches your body to wake up immediately and start the day without hesitation. Now, I know this is a lot easier said than done. I don't even think most people could go from 10 alarms to one alarm overnight. But with anything in this routine, the goal is to slowly work your way there. That being said, I think it's really important to stress the whole point of all this. You do not need to master every part of this routine right away. Start with a few things, build consistency with those, and slowly add more over time. The more often you practice these habits, the easier and faster they become. And that will give you more room to shape your morning the way you would like it to be. Just like most of you guys watching, I love coffee. If you really need the proof, it's right here. It gives you that quick burst of energy and makes you feel ready to go. But there is a problem, and that's the crash. And this crash is very real. And relying on caffeine first thing in the morning is not exactly the most natural way to wake up your body. So while coffee is very tempting, I do not think it should be the foundation of anybody's morning routine. As an alternative to coffee, I believe a better first step in your morning routine would be a bottle of water right next to your bed and drinking a good amount as soon as you wake up. That immediately starts waking up your body and helps you prevent from falling back asleep. After hours without water, your body's dehydrated. So rehydrating first thing in the morning can improve alertness, energy, and focus while helping you feel less groggy and not have a crash that the caffeine does end up giving you. Right after you drink some water, the next perfect move is to start stretching. It doesn't have to be long, but it does make a difference. Stretching helps loosen your stiff muscles after sleeping, then it improves circulation and helps wake your body up in a more natural way. Paired with the water drinking, it is one of the best ways to create energy in the morning without relying on caffeine. Then the next step is simply making your bed. It sounds simple, but it matters. Making your bed is the first accomplishment of the day. It puts in a productive mindset right away and it creates a sense of order before anything else even begins. And honestly, after a long day, coming home to a bed just feels right. While you're at it, clean your room too. A clean space creates a cleaner environment and clears mental clutter. While your room is organized, it is easier to focus, relax, and feel like you have control over your day. The small acts of cleaning can carry over to the rest of your mindset. So pardon me while I go put these dishes and bottles in the kitchen where they belong. At this point, I think everything I have mentioned so far is very realistic for almost anyone trying to start to do this right away. None of it should make you late, and none of it requires a complete life change. The next few parts are a little more flexible, so this is where you really start choosing what works best for your lifestyle. But in my opinion, this is the ideal order to go in. Once your bed is made, it is really helpful to sit down and do something that centers your mind. If you're religious, then maybe pray or read a Bible verse. If you're not religious, that could be a 5 minute meditation. But either way, the point is to make your mind feel grounded before the day begins. These habits can reduce stress, improve focus, and give you a stronger sense of clarity and purpose. Another good habit to build into your morning routine is reading. Even just 10 pages a day can make a significant difference. Reading in the morning sharpens your mind, improves your focus, and starts your day with intention instead of distraction. It also builds knowledge, creativity, and is one of the most valuable habits anyone can ever develop. Another activity you could tap into is journaling. Journaling in the morning is a great way to clear your mind, organize your thoughts, and set intentions for the day. It can help reduce stress, improve self awareness, and give you more clarity before the day starts moving fast. It is a simple habit that can make you feel way more mentally prepared. Now, if you really have the time, I recommend going to the gym. Exercise in the morning builds strength, boosts energy, and improves your mood. It helps you create discipline that carries into the rest of your day. It can also help you feel more confident and mentally sharp. And if you don't have the time for a full workout, even something small like push ups or a quick movement session is better than nothing. After that, breakfast. Breakfast helps you refuel your body after hours without food and gives you energy, focus, and momentum for the rest of the morning. A healthy breakfast can also regulate blood sugar and prevent overeating later in the day. One tip that makes all this easier is to prep your meals the night before, so your morning has more time for the rest of the routine. One of the most unique parts of this routine is the mirror. This is where you look at yourself and remind yourself of your goals. You can simply put sticky notes on the mirror, say affirmations out loud, or just take a moment to remind yourself who you want to be that day. Speaking your goals out loud reinforces them through repetition and self belief. It builds confidence, accountability, focus, and helps you attack your day with the intentions that you wanted to. Next is probably the hardest part of the whole routine, the cold shower. It is brutal, but that is also why it's so powerful. Cold showers can help increase alertness, improve circulation, and give you a quick energy boost. They also force you to do something uncomfortable first thing in the morning, what builds mental toughness and helps you start your day feeling sharper and more in control. And finally, once all of that is done, you finish the morning by doing what you normally do anyway, your regular hygiene and getting dressed. But the difference now is that you do it with purpose. Brush your teeth, do your hair, and put on something decent to present yourself well. Even if there is no special occasion, there's still value in carrying yourself like there is. Look good for yourself, smell fresh for yourself, start the day feeling put together. At the end of the day, this routine is not about perfection. It's about creating a morning that sets you up with the right mindset. Some of these habits may work better for you than others, and that's fine. The goal is to take what fits your life and build something that helps you feel more focused, more disciplined, and more prepared before your day even begins. Because when you start your day with intention, you really do feel like you have already done more than most people before the day is even started. Thank you for watching.